So today we'll be looking at the Nigerian Tax Act 2025 and the real stories behind it. So from January 1st, 2026, the Nigerian Tax Act comes into full force. And here's the truth. This is not a brand new tax burden invented by this administration. You know, most of these taxes have existed for years, some dating back to past administrations. What's the difference now is that we finally have a chance to simplify them and, of course, implement them. So the Tax Act consolidates over 60 scattered taxes into one streamlined framework. You know, for 97% of Nigerians, which is low income earners, middle class families, and small businesses with annual turnover under 120 million, this means no tax at all or significantly lower taxes. This reform protects everyday workers and focuses on high value earners and big corporations who can afford to pay. Now about the tax identification number, which is the tax ID. There's no need for Nigerians to panic. It's just like a Nigerian's version of the US social security number, you know, simply a way to identify taxpayers. And if your NIN is already linked to your BVN or bank account, you're automatically compliant. So this is just about fairness and not punishment. Then here we have to address the most debatable issue, which is the fuel surcharge, the 5% levy on petrol. It is not new. It has been in the law since 2007 under the FEMA Act, which is meant to maintain our roads. And of course, I'm sure this came out after the exit of the, toll gates, although yet to be implemented. So the real question Nigerians should be asking and demanding is, will government finally use these funds for what they were designed for? Roads, highways, and safer transportation? If yes, then this is how we fix our infrastructure sustainably. And here's the bigger picture. By 2022, Nigeria was spending 97% of its revenue servicing debts. We were borrowing just to pay salaries, mortgaging crude oil that hadn't even been produced. Do you know that our entire federal, state, and local government budget combined is under $50 billion? Smaller than the budgets of some individual US states. By May 2023, NNPC was no longer remitting revenue. Subsidy payments had swallowed everything. They were borrowing against future crude production just to pay for fuel subsidy that day. The federation account was practically empty. But the reforms are working. In just the first 3 months of 2025, NNPC remittances have already surpassed the total remitted in all of 2024. That is what reform looks like in real numbers. So the bottom line is that the Nigerian Tax Act is designed to make taxation simpler, fairer, and more efficient. It gives relief to the majority, closes loopholes for tax evaders, and strengthens revenue collection. But laws on paper mean nothing if there's no transparency. So Nigerians must demand accountability. We must see where this money goes, every naira and every single project. And if done right, these reforms can pull Nigeria out of the debt trap and place us on the road to real growth. If mismanaged, we risk sliding back. And next time, the fall could be much harder. So this is Truth Unveiled. And as always, the truth does not fear the spotlight. My name is Osigwa Moikiroda, and I am the principal and CEO of Bush Radio Academy.